Hey, you've caught me training for a fight. That's right, I'm back. 12 months after I cracked my ankle in my world final in Milan last year, after 7 months of being immobile and the last, 3 or 4 slowly building up, I'm ready. I've been to lots of championships this season as a coach or as a referee. I was in Zagreb a few weeks ago. I watched them fight, I helped some of them warmed up, and I thought, I want to do this again. I was retired, but now I'm not. I've got a fight on the cards. Join me and I'll show you how I prepare for it. I'll be 44 when I fight next month. Have I still got it, especially after an injury? Well, you and me, we're going to find out. That's another round down. Like I was saying, I'm going to vlog what I do over the next few weeks so that you know what it takes to get ready for a Savate fight. I'm going to put some ideas in each week, and each time I publish them, just comment below with a question for next time and we'll see if we can cover it then. Because it's the first one, I'm going to give you a rough outline of what I would do. Now I've got 4 weeks to prepare. 4 weeks is very far from ideal. You should normally be aiming for 8 to 12, but I've got a few factors in my favour here. One, I've got a lot of experience, so I'm going to be better able to rely on my technique. 2, I never get completely out of shape, so I can start at a reasonable base of fitness. And 3, because of my injury, I'm going to have to fight relaxed, so I don't need the kind of conditioning I would if I were going all guns blazing. So normally you would build up and do a volume phase in the middle of your training camp, like 3 or 4 weeks, long workouts, long runs, really build your base of your fitness. Then you channel it down to what I call an intensity phase, 3 weeks, where everything is fast. So you don't know anything that isn't full speed technique. Last 10 days, taper. I'm going to truncate that for my 4 or 5 week situation. Do 2 weeks, increase the volume, a week and a half intensity, and I'll taper for just the last 5 days, see how I get on. Welcome to my garden, by the way. Sorry for the state of it, but I'm doing it here as if to prove that you don't need any complicated equipment to train to the highest level. I'm here, I'm wearing trainers, I'm not even wearing Savate boots, I'm just in my garden, I'm on my own, I've got no equipment, but I can still plan for my fight. I've also got a warm-up fight, thankfully, 24th September in Cambridge. Some of you watching will be going to that, or you'll be able to get there. Let's see how I do. I suppose that by chronicling it like this, I'm obliged to show you, even if it goes really badly wrong, so hold me to it. I'm fighting on the 24th in Cambridge, 7th of October in Austria. This is a skill sport. The more you practice the skill, the better you get. You need to be very familiar with your tactics, your exchanges, how you move and what you do. So every day, 15-20 minutes light technique. So I come out here, that's what I'm doing now, for 15 minutes just before lunch. I'm very lucky I can do that in my day, get my technique done. Do that Monday to Friday. You also need 2 other things. You need your intensity training, that is your cardio, high heart rate training, and you need strength. So you want to periodize those, like once every 2 or 3 days do cardio, once every 2 or 3 days do strength, so it fits in about here and here in a week. The benefit of this system, I've developed this, is because our sport is actually to be able to do 15-20 minutes of work 2 or 3 times a day. That's a fighting tournament, so having that Monday to Friday, very good way to prepare for the demands of the competition. I do sparring twice a week in my own gym, in my own club against my students, and I use that to test out what I train on my own. So for example, I was working last night quite an open stance, being able to use fouette or roundhouse kick, this side, my hands are open, means I can defend, I can punch. That's all well and good, and it really helps me out because I can't bounce on this ankle quite so much as I used to. So keeping both feet on the floor, moving around a bit more wide stance sorts me out. But I also need to be able to move to put my leg in this chassé position, which is a bit more of a closed stance. So the technique I'm working today, moving from this closed position to this open one at the right moment. And I'll know whether that's working when I go and test it in sparring next time. Okay, workout over. What I also did was some interval rounds. The idea being to get 2 or 3 minutes of above 90% heart rate. That way you can survive it when it happens between rounds 2 and 3 and your minute rest in the fight. So I was doing 15 on, 15 off, light loose technique, hard fast intervals. I'll go into more detail for the cardio side in future videos in this series. So this is Friday, it's this many days left to the competition. Tune in, I think maybe Tuesday, when I come out here again and give you the next instalment. Okay, thanks very much for listening. Hope you can give me your questions below and I'll answer them next time.